Hey, well, I thought I'd bring another word from the wonderful world of well-being. That was a mouthful. Um, yes, because I do feel like that is something that we all need a little bit of a reminder to do, because we can get lost in our lives here on earth, can't we? Whether it's to do with work, whether it's to do with family, whatever the situation is, we can um, we can get lost in it. And one of the things that we often find is that when we're becoming overwhelmed with and consumed with our lives, that the our well-being is one of the things that seems to go. Our attention to it can go, can't it? And it isn't until later on in life that we're not very well, maybe we're overweight, maybe we've got lots of pain in our body, something's happened that we suddenly think, yeah, I think I let my well-being go somewhere back then. And I don't want you to beat yourself up about that. There's no point, is there? You know, we could all always say, yeah, if I'd done that better, if I'd done that back then I wouldn't be here now. We could all say that about something. So please don't beat yourself up. What is the point? Really, there is no point to that, is there? So it's all about, well, okay, yes, having an awareness of that is important, because again, the stories we tell ourselves will either support our well-being or they'll keep us stuck in a place of ill health. So we do need to check our stories. We do need to check, is the story I'm telling myself, well, I'm not well because of this, and we're blaming things that's happened. Now, some really awful things can have happened. And yeah, they were the catalyst that led to possibly you not being in a good position with your health now, today. That, and we do need to recognize that. But I think if we can say that, then we're owning that story, aren't we? Rather than saying, well, I'm like this because of this, and so what can I do? And then we're blaming the health service and we're angry at people for not being there and not making things happen for us quick enough, and everything is about contention, and it becomes quite toxic for us, doesn't it? So yes, we do need to recognise something that happened was something that triggered something was set in motion at that point that then caused me to not be able to focus on my well-being. And as a result of decisions I made, circumstances happen as well. Other things can happen on top of the things that have already happened. We recognise it, we have awareness of that, and we see, okay, I can see that. So that's how I've arrived at this point. And I'm going to be kind to myself. I'm definitely not going to beat myself up. But I'm also not going to blame the whole world and his wife for me being in this position right now. Because you are the only one. Like, I'm the only one who can make a difference in my life. It's only me that can make decisions and take steps. Like I said in a previous video, take some ground, however small. It's only me that can do that. No one else can do that for you. Sure, we can lean into the support of others. Yes, I had a fall last year. Couldn't believe it. I tripped over a box in my place of work. Somebody had left it in the way. I'm blaming them. It was there. I tripped over it. I really, really hurt and damaged my leg. That has been frustrating for me. And but part of that, and it's still healing now, but it restricted a lot of the things that I normally can do with yoga and stretches and exercises. Very frustrating, but I knew I had to do things like go to the physio, go to the doctor. I saw the physio. the physio gave me exercises, I had to do them. It was part of my healing, you know. And so often we'll say, well, I went to the doctor and all he gave me was physio, and physio appointment, and the physio gave me these exercises and they're not working. Well, maybe some of them, maybe that's not the whole thing, right? But part of it is you doing the physio. And if we're honest with ourselves, sometimes we don't do them, right? Sometimes I didn't do the physio exercises, but I knew it was to my peril because that was part of my healing journey. Yeah, so we have to own our stories. It's really important, isn't it, that we own our stories. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I am always aware that it really doesn't need to go past 6, otherwise we won't be able to post this. So think about owning your story. Think about taking some steps forward and be kind to yourself, please. See you soon. Bye.